Hey, Livinpink here for Quantic Gaming, and I am with Megumixbear. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I had no idea that you were doing it already. But I'm doing great. I'm doing work for IPL, so it's nice.
Yeah, what are you doing this weekend? You're not hosting, so what's your role this time?
Yeah, so for IPL 3 and 4, I did hosting and interviews, but this time for IPL 5, if you guys noticed from the StarCraft scene, there is no host, and there hasn't been any interviews going on, either pre-game or post-game. Instead, they have me going around both for League and StarCraft, and most of my content is being uploaded to YouTube, and some of them is being edited into the live stream for League at least.
How are you liking that? Like doing interviews for League? I know you were more of a StarCraft player. Now I've seen you play some Dota. Like, which one do you like best?
Since IPL 4, David Ting approached me and let me know, like, hey, while I was at the event, maybe next year when you do it, you can do both. So I actually have been prepping since then, and I did my best to try to get level 30. But it's kind of hard since I have a day job, but I did get to level 27, which is, I think I played it way over 200 hours. Just because whatever game I do cover or host or do interviews for, I feel like I should, I try my best to play a lot of it as well.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I am. Actually, I got my nephew and my oldest brother into League. Like you mentioned, I do play Dota, but I play Dota like on my own or with my friends. But I told my older brother about it because he's married, he has 2 kids, and I thought League would be something suitable because he, So I introduced it to him. So now my 7-year-old nephew, Reese, always calls my cell phone now, and he's like, Auntie Tricia, can we play League of Legends? Are you by your computer? And I'm like, I can't say no, So I'm like, okay, in 2 hours, I'll play with you. So I go to gym or whatever, and then I play with him and my oldest brother, and he's 14 years older. So I've always kind of seen him like a father figure at the same time. So it's kind of cool, like, playing with him, like playing with his son, how he used to play with me when I was little. It's nice.
So you were talking about your day job. Can you tell me what it is?
Yeah, so my day job, I do business software consulting. Sounds so serious. Whenever I say that.
How are you liking it? Like, would you do esports full time if you could, or do you like doing what you're doing?
I love doing esports. Unfortunately, I have to pay bills, so I have to keep my day job and make sure I don't go homeless. So, but I do like what I do at day job. It's really hard work, actually, but just like anything, it's really fulfilling when I do a good job. But if I did ever have the opportunity to do esports and I was able to be financially stable and I could feed my stomach because I like to eat, probably I would if I ever had such a blessing.
What's your favorite food?
Okay, I'm always eating. I don't know, but so hard. Probably Japanese food. But it's like everything's like red under. It's like, yeah. I just don't like cilantro. That's the only thing.
I see.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about going like pro? Did you ever get like an offer by teams? Because I know you were a Masters League Terran. It's pretty good, and I've seen a lot of girls being Masters League being picked up by teams.
So when I did play a lot of StarCraft, because now I'm playing a lot of different games since I'm more into the hosting and interview role. So that's why I want to diversify myself. I don't want to be stuck in one. And like I said, I think it's just from my own standard. I just like to play whatever I cover. So now I don't really play that much StarCraft, to be honest. Before, when I did play my most, I think that's what you're talking about, when I was a little bit more competitive. I was high masters before Grandmasters was out, so I was able to keep that, and that's around when I got featured. But at that time, I got approached a lot because I think before then, this is probably like over, I don't even know, 6 months ago or maybe longer before GM was out. There was no females, I guess, that I knew of or known that was high masters at that time. So I did get approached a lot, but I always felt like I was decent, but really not as good as the pros. So I kind of felt like, I don't, I just kind of felt like I didn't really deserve to be a pro yet. So I kind of just stayed away.
And I've seen you've been doing Bear Cups. And how did that originate? Like, what was your first idea?
Okay. So Bear Cups are tournaments that I host, run, sponsor, so own pocket, give it back to the community. And it all came because I asked my stream, what can I do more? That's when I was playing so much 1v1, and I was like, stay at High Masters, and then I don't know, I'm really competitive. 2 older brothers, you can imagine. They're way older than me. So no mercy. So I played a lot, but then I wanted to, you guys watch all the time, so, how can I give back my gratitude and, show my appreciation back to you guys? So it's like, what do you want more? And they're like, oh, you should start casting some of your stuff, and, it'd be cool if you had tournaments. So from there, that's when I thought of the name, Bear Cups, and made 1v1 tournaments, and then I also started doing Cubs Cups, which is 2v2, because I feel like the team game community, it can be played at a high level. For 2v2, I'm not going to ever really go into 3v3 and 4v4 too much, but I feel like 2v2 has a lot of depth, can have that, and just want to give love to that side of the community, so I started that, and eventually I will start my Dota Cups that I haven't announced the name yet, but I already have it in my head, and probably League. So
that was my next question. So yeah, besides those tournaments, you got into casting a little bit with that, but would you like to be a caster? If someone invited you tomorrow to cast something?
I have been invited for local tournaments, I guess, because I'm in SoCal. I've had other offers actually from, can't say, but yeah, I've had it. But I don't think I'm that great of a caster personally. I think I am better at hosting or interviewing. I don't know. It's hard for me to get hyped when I don't really feel it. I don't know. I'm pretty blunt or honest in that sense. So my casting is very calm and chill. I kind of just say it how it is. And some people like that style, but I feel like I'll never have that hype that Toby will have, or TB. I don't have that. My voice is pretty high, so if I get really excited, I might be Baneling bust the ears. So casting is something I just do just for my own, and I really enjoy it for my own, but I don't know if I'll be good enough to be full out caster. And like I said, I just more enjoy interaction. So
I see. How did you come up with your username?
Okay, so I've actually had this username forever, and since I don't use AIM anymore, I can say it, but it used to be my AIM handle before. And back then, you couldn't put spacing. Now on the buddy list, you can put spacing. So you can show just Megumixbear. But before, when I had it, there was no such thing as spacing, so I used my X as spacing. And Megumi is actually my Japanese name and also my middle name. And a lot of people pronounce it incorrectly, like Megumi, but then it's Megumi in Japanese. And so they always said Megumi, 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 like gummy bear. So that was my nickname in middle school. So I carried that over. And then I also just made because I played Brood War a lot. I played so much Brood War. So I made that my BattleNet ID because none of my guy friends believed I played. So I just used that one over. And it's oh my God, you do play video games. I was I told you.
And why bear? Is it just because it's your favorite animal, or?
No, because it's Megumixbear.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought instead, because at that time everyone was Ms. Lazy Cutie Pie or those generic names. Yeah. So I was oh, let me be clever. In 7th grade, I was to incorporate something personal and make it clever or witty. Yeah.
I see. But does Megumi mean anything?
Yes. So Megumi is typically one character in Japanese or Chinese written. It means blessing or grace or something of that form. But the way my dad wrote it, he actually put 2 characters, which is more uncommon, but he put utsukushi, which means beautiful, or May in Chinese. And he kind of meant it to be beautiful, blessing, or heaven sent, or gift from God, because I'm the 4th child, and they're 14, 12, and 10 years older than me. So he always wanted boy, girl, boy, and then the last girl, and my mom was no more kids. And then he convinced her, and she said that. He was so happy. He was yeah, I'm going to do the laundry, and he did dishes, and he was so happy. So that's why he put that name.
So what's the next thing coming up for you?
The next thing for esports?
Yeah.
Whatever comes, like I said, I'm just going to just continue streaming, keep... it sounds cheesy, but really my goal is just to make other people happy. That's why I actually am esports, to reach a bigger audience than that. Sometimes I have ego and attachment, you know, of course. But at those times, I like try to surrender those feelings, and I remember like, what is my true goal and purpose? So I'm actually trying to incorporate ikebana, which is flower arrangement.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I did that because like at least my school of ikebana believes to make the arrangements to make other people happy. It's always like that, like save people through beauty of art. So I want to somehow incorporate that with esports, and I'm gonna start doing like competitions, or hopefully I'll do like charity streams where people can donate, and then I'll make a bunch of mini arrangements, which we usually do. It's like do you remember film really before, like the disposable kind, and you have to get it printed out in those little plastic tubes?
Yeah, yeah.
So what we do, at least at my church, we just get many of those. Like we got 2,000 of those little ones, and we put this green foam that seals the water, and then we make little arrangements, and we pass them out on the street for free, or go to hospitals. And since it was my dad's 1-year passing anniversary recently, like I feel really inspired to do that.
I'm
sorry. No. I can't believe I must be tired. For cancer, and like, and I have scoliosis too. So growing up, that was hard. So I hope to do that, like, you know, get people involved somehow, so they can feel like, oh, you know, I helped do this cause. So yeah.
Do you have any shout outs you'd like to do?
My bear cubs. No, you threw me off with bear cubs.
Your bear cubs.
My bear cubs. Yeah. Thank you so much. Is this one right? Yeah, I really appreciate everything. Can't do anything without you guys. I always say you guys are a team with me, and I really believe it, because even like she said, like, how did bear cubs come apart? I couldn't have done it without you guys. You know, it's all your ideas. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, especially when my dad passed, they sent me like flowers, and to my mom when she was in the hospital too. So like, thanks so much. You know, I met a lot of them actually who came all the way from Europe and flew just for this. So like, it means a lot. And thank you to you. You know, you've been doing a lot of hard work, and I really appreciate it.
Oh, well, thank you so much for everything you do for the community and for this interview.
Yeah.
And guys, make sure to check out the other ones. Follow Megumixbear. And this is Livinpink for Quantic, signing off.